Welcome to the Old Time Radio Westerns. I'm your host, Andrew Rhynes, and let's get into this episode. This episode's going to be the Cisco Kid. Original air date is April 24th, 1958, and the title is Poncho Returns. Let's get into it, and I hope you enjoy.
Here's adventure. Here's romance. Here's the famous Robin Hood of the Old West.
Cisco, the sheriff, he is getting closer.
This way, Pancho, vámonos.
The Cisco Kid.
Have you ever watched a youngster standing before a candy counter, looking everything over with a critical eye? That nickel he has to spend is as important to him as $1 to us, and he wants to make sure of what he buys before he buys. And that's always smart buying. Take bread, for example.
Tut, tut, nothing but butternut bread.
With butternut bread, you can always see what you buy before you buy. You can always be sure of the richest, most appetizing bread on your grocery shelves. No guess, no squeeze, no doubt. Yes, if you like good flavor, you'll like butternut. And if you like soft, fine, tender bread, you'll like butternut. And most important, if you like bread that's fresh when you buy it and fresh when you eat it, you'll like butternut for sure. Because butternut bread is baked to stay fresh longer. And as we said before, you can see and be sure when you look at butternut's blue and white check gingham picture wrapper.
And now the Cisco Kid in our exciting story, Poncho's Return. Some of the tales told about the daring and bravery of the famed Cisco Kid and his faithful, jovial companion Poncho became legend even during their lifetimes. The fabulous exploits of these two kept their names on the tongues of almost every person on the frontier during the 1870s. One such adventure occurred in the town of Flagstaff, Arizona. As our story opens, a small, weasel-eyed rider calls to his huge, hulking partner as they approach the fork of a dusty road.
Pull up here at the fork of the road, Howie.
Huh? Oh, yeah. Whoa there.
Whoa.
Hey, why we stopping here, Slick?
So as we can make up our minds which way to go, Howie.
I already made up my mind, Slick. I'm going with you.
Sometimes I wonder why I bother with a big dumb ox like you, Howie.
'Cause I'm big and strong. And 'cause I always do what you tell me. Don't I, Slick?
Yeah. Let me see. This fork will take us to Flagstaff, and that one will take us to Winslow.
Which one is the closest? I'm hungry.
You're always hungry. Hey, how about that?
How about me being hungry?
No, lunkhead. I'm referring to the poster tacked onto the signpost.
What's it say, Slick?
That they're going to hold a party to raise funds for a new schoolhouse. Admission $2, and that everybody's invited.
You and me? We're invited too, huh?
We sure are. And we're going right to Flagstaff. Get up.
Get up there. Hey, we ain't got no $2, Slick. We ain't got no money at all, you said.
Yeah, we're going to remedy that situation mighty soon.
But how we going to get into the party without no $2, Slick?
Who cares about going to the party, you mushhead? I'm thinking about the money they'll collect because of the party. That money's going to line our pockets.
I'd rather spend it for something to eat.
You blasted half-wit, you loco dummy. What do you think I've been yammering about? Oh, I'll pull a job on myself. What do I need you for anyhow? Get up, broomtail. Come on.
Hey, Slick, wait for me. What if it's like the last time? In order to get the money, you gotta kill somebody. You need me. Get up there.
You see, Panchito, everything Pancho tells you about his Arizona country is it true. Here the sunshine shinier, and the birds sing songier, and the beautiful St. is more beautiful, huh?
See, Uncle Pancho, it's all just like you say.
Yeah, you just wait, Panchito. Wait till Cisco meet up with us. Then you see how the exciting things always happen to Cisco and Pancho.
And always just in the nick of time. You save Cisco for the senoritas life, huh, Uncle Pancho?
Yeah, well, like this, you see where'd you get such an idea, Panchito?
From all the stories you told Panchito back in Hermosillo, Uncle Pancho. You and Gran Caballero. That Cisco Kid not could get along without you.
See, that's right. And Cisco not get along with that Pancho, and Pancho not get along with that Cisco.
See, Uncle Pancho, you the one what Cisco got to depend on to always get him out of the troubles.
Well, Cisco helped Pancho out of the troubles, too. Oh, look, Panchito. There's the town of Flagstaff up ahead.
Lupe Hidalgo. He got so much more many houses than Hermosillo.
Guadalupe Hidalgo. You sound just like cousin in the Lopo video. You see the house over there, Panchito? And that's the house of Senora Winnie Carson where we're going to meet Cisco.
Oh, these what Panchito wait for. You see him? You see him, Uncle Pancho?
No, Panchito. And Pancho hopes Cisco not here yet. Because Pancho want to talk to Senora Winnie about the birthday party for Cisco, like Pancho told you.
Poncho, you wall-eyed maverick. Hey!
It's Senora Winnie, Panchito. Go, loco.
Go.
Well, if you ain't a sight for sore eyes.
Ho. Buenos dias, Senora Winnie. I'm sure glad to see you. You decide for the sore eyes, too.
See, Senora Winnie, you make Panchito the sore eyesight, too.
What's that? Your echo?
Oh, I, Uncle Pancho, little nephew. I, Panchito.
See, he even got the name after me. I, Pancho, and he, Panchito. We almost the same.
Well, I'll be trumped by a thundering herd of buffalo. You sure are. You even look enough alike to be twins. Panchito's an exact miniature of you, Pancho.
See, Panchito fat just like Uncle Pancho.
See, that cause Panchito like to eat just like Uncle Pancho.
And don't I know you like to eat. Say, guess what I'm having for dinner?
Chicken dumplings,
mashed potatoes, and gooseberry pie.
Same old Poncho.
And the same old Panchito, too, no?
Yeah, I reckon so. I reckon I'll have to include this pint-sized version of you in everything I say from now on. Well, come on into the house, both of you.
Gracias, Senora Winnie. Cisco not here yet, huh?
Nope. I've been sitting on pins and needles waiting for him.
Oh, that's too bad. That got to hurt a lot, no, Senora?
Hurt? Well, I'll be... Yeah, he's just like you, Pancho.
Senor, Pancho want to talk to you about a birthday party for Cisco. You see, the tomorrow after tomorrow is Cisco's birthday.
And Uncle Pancho make the plans for the birthdays party all the time we riding from Hermosillo.
Hang on to them plans. Here comes Cisco now.
Cisco, Panchito.
Now's the time for the jokes we play on him, Uncle Pancho.
Oh, what joke?
Well, you see. Come, Senor, we go into the house. Ándale.
Well, but don't you want to see Cisco?
It's all up to you now, Panchito.
See, Uncle Pancho?
Then we not close the door all the way, just enough so Cisco not see us, and we able to listen, Senora.
Ho!
All this blamed tomfoolery.
Shh. Quieto, Senora, please.
Pancho! Pancho! What is up? Santos!
I've been sick.
Even sick. For
Madre del Burro, you are not Pancho. For a moment I thought that.
Cisco!
Pancho, amigo mío.
Oh, Cisco, he's so good to see you again. Make Pancho so happy, Pancho, none what is that?
Chico, this is not the time for sadness.
I don't know what
this is the time for a fiesta.
Oh, sure it is, Pancho.
See, this is the time we all got to be very glad, Uncle Pancho.
That is the right idea, Niño. Hey, Pancho, who is this miniature duplicate of you?
Oh, he my little nephew. 4 times removed. He Panchito, he get his name after me.
See, Cisco, I named Panchito because I just like Uncle Pancho.
As alike as 2 apples on a tree, excepting that one's bigger than the other, eh?
Buenos dias, Senora Winnie. In all the excitement, I neglected to greet you. I am sorry.
Oh, same old sweet-talking Cisco. Lucky for you I'm so old, or I'd rope, hog-tie, and brand you and make you settle down.
If you did that, Senora Winnie, how we could get him all the troubles what Pancho gets Cisco out of.
That's right. Uncle Pancho got to save Cisco all the time.
Not all the time, Panchito. No, that's not what Uncle Pancho tells you.
Never mind, Pancho. So you are Panchito, little Pancho.
See, Cisco. Panchito glad to meet up with you. Aye!
You not only look and dress like Pancho, you even talk like him.
You want to grow up to be just like Pancho, too.
Madre mia, you put on a lot of weight while you were in Hermosillo, Pancho.
See, after Pancho get the measles...
Panchito get them, too.
Panchito already got them. Pancho catch them from Jew. And then when Pancho all better from the measles...
Panchito get better, too.
Well, anyway, Pancho gets the mumps.
Panchito gets the mumps, too.
And then, because Pancho gets the mumps, Pancho got to eat a lot more so Pancho's stomach be around Pancho's cheeks.
What excuse for eating can you connect with the chicken pox you had?
By the time Pancho get the chicken's pox, that eating so much get to be a habit.
And Panchito have everything the same, just like Uncle Pancho.
I guess you intend to have the last word, Panchito. And from the look on Pancho's face, I guess we'd better tend to the horses until his temper cools
The
off.
little Panchito, he talk all the time. He talk.
Oh, Poncho, you can't stay mad at the little fella.
Pancho not really mad, Senora Winnie. Pancho glad Panchito and Cisco go look after the horses.
Yeah, you mentioned something before about a birthday party for Cisco.
That's right. Cisco's birthday, and Pancho wanted to make a surprise party for Cisco.
Well, by the big corn on the little toe of my Aunt Cornelia, I got just the answer. We're holding a party here in town to raise funds for a new schoolhouse.
The tomorrow after tomorrow?
Yeah, the day after tomorrow. I'll just bake an extra big cake for Cisco, and we'll have his birthday party at the same time.
Bueno, Senora Winnie, that'd be wonderful. You know, Pancho got the hunch it's going to be the most surprising surprise party what Cisco ever get.
This here's Winnie Carson's place, Howie. And this big red barn is where they're going to hold the party. Whoa. Whoa there.
Whoa, you.
Hey, this is going to be major order for us.
What do you mean, Slick?
The way they fixed up this barn for the party.
Yeah, sure is pretty with all them flags and streamers.
Who's talking about the decorations? I mean the way the feed room's been made into an office. Even went to the trouble of putting in a window to sell tickets.
I bet that's where they're going to collect the money, Slick.
Naturally, what do you think Oh, what's the use? Now, listen. Here's what you're going to do, Howie. And now remember it, too.
I will, Slick, I will. You'll see.
There's a door...
You're going to be proud of me.
Yeah. There's a door to the feed room from the outside. After the money's collected, use that door to get in there and you collect that money.
I'll collect it, Slick. And if the hombre who's guarding it tries to stop me, I'll shoot him dead.
You'll do nothing like that, you understand, Howie?
But you said before...
Listen to me. I told you I heard the Cisco Kid's going to be at the party. If either you or the guard shoot a gun, Cisco will take a hand. I don't want that.
I'd like to get my hands on that Cisco Kid's throat. I'd smother the life out of him.
That's what I told you to do to the guard if he tries to sound an alarm. Remember it. As for the Cisco Kid, maybe someday you'll get a chance at him, too. Leave it to me. I'll find a way. A way that'll cause Cisco sudden and certain death.
And if Cisco's instinct for danger is dimmed because of the party, there is a good chance Slick's words may come true. In just a moment, we'll return to the Cisco Kid.
For the finest thing that ever happened to a slice of toast, be sure to buy and try the new butternut wheat bread. What a wheat this is! Soft, tender, real wheat flavor. And best of all, like all butternut bread, butternut wheat is fresh. Fresh when you buy it, fresh when you eat it. Yes, try it for toast right this week. Crisp, crunchy, golden brown. The finest thing that ever happened to a slice of toast. Try butternut wheat at dinner time, too. Butternut's flavor blends with all other foods, adds a zip and a tang to any meal. And have you heard? Like butternut white bread, Butternut wheat is yours to buy without a guess, a squeeze, or a doubt. Because, yes, sir, butternut wheat has a true-to-life photo of fresh, honey-colored slices right on the red and white check gingham wrapper. That's your key to easy, sure shopping, smart buying. So look, see, be sure of the finest wheat bread, butternut wheat bread, in the red and white check gingham wrapper. See what you buy before you buy.
Now back to the Cisco Kid in our gripping story, Poncho's Return. Slick Olmsted and moronic Howie Armstrong planned to steal the money being raised by a party for a new schoolhouse. After a series of childhood illnesses, Poncho returns to Flagstaff, Arizona from Hermosillo, Mexico, with his young nephew and namesake, Panchito. Poncho asks Winnie Carson's help in arranging a surprise birthday party for Cisco. They agree it would be ideal to have it at the same time as the school party. Now, Poncho, Winnie, and Panchito discuss the approaching celebration.
Day the time when Pancho saved the senorita her birthday party from the bad hombre who tried to kill her.
You one brave caballero, Uncle Pancho.
Didn't Cisco have anything to do with it, Pancho?
Oh, see, Cisco helped save her, too.
But Uncle Pancho was the one that really...
Nonsense. Pancho couldn't fight his way out of a paper bag without Cisco to help him.
Huh?
Now, look-a-here. You two scat out of my kitchen, or I'll never get Cisco's birthday cake done in time for the party tonight. Go on, now.
Un momento, Senora Winnie.
Two momentos, Senor Winnie. One for Panchito.
Go on, now. Get!
It's not the way you told me you were able to handle senoras, Uncle Pancho.
Oh, shame on you, Poncho, filling that kid's head with such fiddle-faddle.
Oh, Pancho only tried...
You don't have to take my word for it. Here comes Cisco now. He'll tell you the same thing.
What was Panchito muttering about as I passed him?
About the wild tales Poncho's been filling his head with. Come on into the kitchen. I'll tell you all about it. Now, don't be trying to sneak out now, Pancho.
Pancho not trying to sneak out, Senora Winnie. Pancho just...
Never mind.
What is this all about?
Oh, Pancho here's been telling Panchito.
I've been meaning to talk to you about that, Chico. Some of the stories you told Panchito while you were in Hermosillo are...
Oh, not you be mad with Pancho, Cisco.
I'm not angry, amigo, but how is it possible to...
Pancho know what you're going to say, Cisco. Pancho not can help making the stories about what we really do a little bit bigger. Because Pancho, he's such a good listener.
Why, in every one of them stories you've told him, you made it seem like you did everything and Cisco only helped you.
Well, everybody in Hermosillo expect Pancho to be the hero, because they know Pancho ride with Cisco.
I guess you could not disappoint them, amigo.
No, you're right, Cisco. And you see, Senora Winnie, Cisco understand.
Well, I guess you're entitled to stretch a tail a little. I gotta finish that cake for the party tonight.
I am sure we will all have a good time. For one thing, there is no trouble any of us can get into.
That's the troubles.
What is the trouble?
That there are no troubles.
What?
Well, how is it possible to show Panchito how Pancho captured the bandidos if there are no troubles?
I suppose you want us to hire some bandits to steal the money we're going to collect from the new schoolhouse, just so as you can prove to Panchito that you're supposed to be a hero.
Oh, Senora Winnie, you do that for Pancho?
I wouldn't no more do that.
Please, Senora, please, Cisco. We're not going to say in Porfirio and Cipriano tell all the things what happened to them.
I guess
See?
Pancho's reputation in Hermosillo has suffered.
See, that's the truth. And besides, Panchito tried to do everything Pancho doing. And there's no better way for him to learn to be brave than to see Pancho do the brave things.
Oh, I don't see the logic of that.
Pancho's reasoning does not need logic.
Well, I reckon I can go along with a joke, same as the next fella.
Bueno. What if we leave Pancho and Panchito to guard the money tonight after it is collected?
See.
And I know just the fella to pretend he's a bandit. He's the blacksmith's new helper, big and tough-looking, and his name is Joe Shaffy.
Well, everybody here know him. And they know the hold-up not for real.
Well, don't fret none about that. Joe's new in this part of the country. Very few folks know him.
What about those that do?
Well, Oh, I can ask them to keep their lips buttoned about the whole business.
Oh, Senora Winnie, you're wonderful. Be sure to tell that big hombre to act real tough in front of Panchito.
Better be sure that hombre knows it is all pretense. We do not want Pancho to get hurt.
Sodom and Gomorrah. To hear you, a body'd think this was going to be a real hold-up. Why, there's as much chance of that as there is that Pancho'd give up eating.
Hey, Slick, look. That little fat kid's just come out of the office.
That leaves that fat hombre in there alone. Now's the time to go after that money, Howie. I'll get our horses.
And I'll be coming out of this same back door, so be sure to have the horses here.
Where else would I be? That's what I told you. Go on, get in there.
All right, all right. Get your hands up in the air, hombre. If you try to let out a yell, I'll choke the life out of you.
Buenos tardes, senor. Pancho waiting for you.
You've been waiting for me?
They put away the gun. Now not the time to use it. Later when Panchito come back.
What?
The senora not tell you? You wait till Panchito come back and then Pancho gives you the money.
But that ain't the way it's supposed to be. Slick said that
How
you
you
would...
can tell Pancho know how it's supposed to be when Pancho the one was making it up?
He didn't tell me that. You mean you made it up and Slick just sent
Yes,
me...
very slick and smart idea, no?
Slick and smart, huh?
See, slick and smart, no?
Then you're smart, huh?
Yeah, Pancho's smart.
Howdy, Mr. Poncho Smart. You know who I am?
No, who'd you?
Howie.
Howie? You're all right, but who'd you?
Howie.
Oh, how he all right too.
Who?
He.
Who he?
Who he? That's not what you say before. You say Howie.
Yeah, that's me. Howie Armstrong. How do you do, Mr. Smart? Now, you better give me the money and I'll get out of here.
You not listen very good. Pancho told you we gotta wait till Panchito come back. There. The music stopped. That means the dance over. And Panchito just go to watch the dancers. And he'll be back pronto.
Oh, that's a wonderful dance, Uncle Pancho. Oh, who's this big, tall hombre here, Uncle Pancho?
Not the time. Pancho not afraid of that gun, bandido.
Madre mia, bandido.
Huh? Oh, yeah. Get your hands up in the air, hombre. I'm taking this here money.
Come on, Uncle Pancho. We show these coyotes how we take care of bandidos.
Huh?
Now why'd you step out of the way like that, senor?
That little kid was gonna butt me with his head.
See, he knocked himself out against the wall. He only tried to do what Pancho always do.
What's taking you so long, Howie? Stick a knife in that hombre's ribs and let's get out of here.
Madre mia, real bandidos.
Pick up that money box and get moving, Howie.
Not so fast, Coyotes.
Cisco!
Hey.
They're my genuine bandits!
Mr. Cisco Kid!
See, Maverick?
You and I get my hands on you.
Look out for that big ape, Cisco!
You will not get your hands on me.
Spin around, Howie, so I can use this knife.
Not as long as I can grab you, you weasel. Twist the knife.
Let me at him, Slick.
Put me down.
See right into your bandito partner. First, you sidewinder, producing a knife, so you will not do it again.
Look out behind you, Cisco! That big ox is...
Try to do to me what you did to Slick and I.
It will be tried and done.
Oh.
Caesar and Sassafras. You knocked them both out cold, Cisco.
They'll remain that way until we drag them over to the jail. Pancho, how is Panchito?
All the time you're fighting, Cisco, Pancho trying to bring Panchito too.
Horn, toes, and hoot owls. He sure has a big lump on top of his head.
That's from the wall what Panchito run into. He knocked himself out. He come to now. He going to be all right.
Why, what happened to Panchito's head?
You are all right, Panchito.
Sure you are. After a double help him of gooseberry pie and birthday cake, he'll be fit as a fiddle.
Santa Maria. Uncle Pancho knocked out that big bandido. That other hombre was knocked out. He a bandido, too?
Uncle Pancho got to tell you the truth, little
The
Panchito.
truth of the matter is, Panchito, that these two bandidos would not be lying here knocked out cold if it were not for your Uncle Pancho.
Cisco.
He deserves all the credit.
But they don't pretend to
Is that not right, Senora Winnie?
It sure is, Cisco. Pancho deserves every last ounce of credit for what happened.
Oh, that Uncle Pancho, the bestest fighter in the whole world. When Panchito go back to Hermosillo, he will tell everybody all about it.
Well, if it's all right with Cisco and Senora Winnie, you tell them that, Panchito. But be sure to say, too, that Pancho learned everything he know from the Cisco Kid.
Santos, this is the biggest surprise of all. A birthday party for me after all that has happened.
Oh, look, here comes the birthday cake Senora Winnie baked for you, Cisco.
Make way for the cake and watch out for the candles. They gotta stay lit until Cisco blows them out.
See, Cisco, you got to blow out the candles all at one time so your wish come true.
Well, my wish has already come true, senores and senores. Poncho is well again and back with me to ride as mi compañero. Poncho, you blow out the candles on this cake so you can make a wish and it will come true.
No, Cisco. We let Panchito do it. Because what happened with those bandidos, Pancho's wish already come true, too.
Well, hurry up and get on with it, Panchito, because I'm making a wish, too. Long life, health, and happiness to the Cisco Kid and to Poncho, too. Happy birthday! Happy birthday!
Cisco.
Si, Poncho.
All the family back in Hermosillo be glad to see Panchito when he get there.
And they'll be very interested in the adventure he had while we visited Flagstaff.
Thanks to you and Senora Winnie, Panchito tell the story the way Pancho liked to have it told. He makes Pancho feel just like a hero.
What difference does it make as long as the bandidos are both in jail? Tell me, did you know Panchito's teacher was coming here to Arizona for a visit?
No, Cisco, but it's good for us he do it, because he able to take Panchito back to Hermosillo with him.
See, it saved us a long trip. You know, that teacher is a very smart hombre.
Pancho studied with him for a while when Pancho was in Hermosillo.
I did not know that. Did you learn a great deal?
Pancho learned so much, the teacher said Pancho was smarter than him.
You smarter than the teacher?
Smarter than the teacher.
Oh, come now, Pancho.
Yeah, the teacher himself say that it's not possible for him to teach Pancho anything.
Oh, Pancho.
Oh, Cisco.
And so ends another exciting adventure with O. Henry's famous Robin Hood of the West, the Cisco Kid.
In the shortest words possible, everyone knows if it's
Tut, nothing but butternut bread.
Yes, if it's butternut, it's extra fresh. Fresh when you buy it, fresh when you eat it. Just try a loaf and see. Pick up any blue and white check gingham picture wrapper and see that freshness even before you buy. A rich, true-to-life photo of butternut's fresh white slices right before your eyes. No guess which bread is finest. No squeeze to test for freshness. And no doubt which bread you like. You love butternut bread. Everybody does. They like butternut for crisp golden toast, for the tastiest, richest sandwiches ever put in a lunchbox. And of course, butternut always makes a hit at mealtime. You might say butternut is virtually guaranteed to step up and pep up those family appetites. Folks who appreciate real bread flavor always buy
Tut, nothing but butternut bread.
Butternut bread in that blue and white check gingham picture wrapper. See what you buy before you buy.
Be sure to listen again for another thrilling adventure of the Cisco Kid. Cisco Kid was played by Jack Mather, Poncho by Harry Lang.
This has been a presentation of OTRWesterns.com, and we hope you enjoyed. Please take some time to like and rate our shows in your favorite podcast application. Follow us on Facebook by going to OTRWesterns.com/Facebook. Join in the conversation by going to OTRWesterns.com/Discord. And don't forget to send us an email, podcast@OTRWesterns.com. This episode is copyright under the Attribution Non-Commercial Share Alike copyright. For more information, go to OTRWesterns.com/copyright. Have a great day, and again, thanks for listening.